The search engine Google is showing this slideshow doodle in some countries for celebrating Audre Lorde's 87th birthday. Audre Lorde was an American writer, feminist, librarian, and civil rights activist. For Lorde, poetry was more than just a form of emotional expression. It was a way of life, providing the vehicle for her lifetime advocacy against discrimination and racial injustice. Audre Geraldine Lorde was born the daughter of Caribbean immigrants on this day in the year 1934 in New York City. Introverted as a child, she learned how to read and write from her neighborhood librarian, Augusta Baker, who influenced her profoundly. Poetry soon became second nature for Lorde. When asked how she was, her response was often a poem she had memorized, and by 8th grade, she began to write her own verse. A precocious student, she became the first black student at Hunter High School, a public school for gifted girls. Her 1951 love poem Spring was rejected as unsuitable by the school's literary journal, but was printed by 17 magazine when she was just 15, making it her first published poem. Lorde went on to earn her Masters of Library Science from Columbia University in the year 1961 and continued to write poetry as a librarian and English teacher in New York public schools throughout the 60s. Describing herself as a black, lesbian, mother, warrior, poet, Lorde emerged as an essential voice in the confrontation of homophobia and racism when she published her first collection of poems, The First Cities, in 1968. Throughout her career, Lorde published poetry that explored identity and sexuality, while demanding social and racial justice not only in the United States but also abroad. Between 1984 and 1992, Lorde spent extensive time in West Germany teaching poetry at the Free University in Berlin and organizing the local feminist movement. While in Germany, Lorde led numerous lectures and workshops on feminism, homophobia, classism, and racism. She also connected and mentored black German women, encouraging them to define and own their identities. Lorde's guidance was influential in sparking the Afro-German movement of the 80s. Poetry wasn't the only literary medium that Lorde was fluent in. She also earned great acclaim for her prose. Her book, Sister Outsider, is a notable collection of her essays and speeches, including Learning from the 60s. In this speech and throughout her career, Lorde explored how the complexities of contemporary social justice activism lie at the intersections of our individual differences, which include gender, class, race, and sexuality. She noted that personal identity isn't shaped by a single factor, rather than it is the result of the myriad aspects of experience exclusive to each individual. Lorde felt that understanding this concept was the best way to make progress against oppression, understanding that the prejudices others face vary greatly from person to person as they are unique to their own life's journey. Lorde is often regarded as one of the forefront voices of intersectionality and its role within the global feminist movement. For her literary achievements, Audre Lorde was awarded the American Book Award in the year 1989. She was later honored as the Poet Laureate of New York State through the Walt Whitman Citation of Merit in 1991.